700 personal.
We're working on it, man.
We're doing our best.
We're working. We're just getting started.
Writing down our goals right here.
Everybody's wanting to know who you guys are. We've been seeing the run guys, but we didn't know who you were.
Hey,
now look at there you are.
Hey, all the credit goes back to David Lisiaga for just giving us a holler. He said, dude, I got something you got to see. And I want everyone to do that from here on out. I got something you got to see. And and even Josh Feltz knows we were talking to him on a previous deal and trying to help him for something else. And he's like, dude, I bet you money we're going to work together some way, shape, form, or other. And it just all came together. And Tracy and Coach Max, I appreciate all your leadership. We are blessed. We could not do this without you. You put all this stuff together, so we just did the work, and we brought people to the deal. That was it. And people are seeing the advantage of Epic, and it's a blessing. It's an honor. So,
and the takeover begins now.
Wow.
Listen,
wonderful.
Nick and Kyle in the house, man. I can't wait for you guys to drop some nuggets on these guys. All right, we're going to get started in just about 60 seconds. And I know that
guys, last time, send a message to all of your chats, all of your personals. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I want to see these numbers move up while we're sitting here. Let's go.
Once again, here's the link. Make sure that you are, sitting there and messaging any and all groups that you have. 333 in the chat right now. I like that number.
Yeah.
Come on, Josh. Whatever happened to dropping 777?
Because we need to get the numbers up. Yeah,
we got started.
We gotta get everybody in here first.
You got to get here first.
All right. It's less than 30 seconds out, and then we're getting started. And if you do not have a notepad and paper, guys, you are going to want that right now. Here I was, we've assembled some of the best people in this whole entire business on this one call. If you do not have your notepads and pens ready, the replay is good, but I'm going to go ahead and shed some light. Replays suck 99% of the time, not because the content is bad, but because you actually don't watch them. And so the first one is you don't watch them, and the second one is that you basically got so comfortable because there was a replay being recorded that you didn't take any notes, so it doesn't get cemented in your mind. I'm going to let you in, right? Typing only uses about 50 different motions in your hands. But when you actually handwrite, there are millions of different muscle memory motions that happen. And so they get committed to memory. It becomes a muscular memory, whatever thing. I know that is a very technical term for it. Just helps you remember better. As I talk in psychobabble, right? Muscle memory, whatever. But guys, grab a pen and paper. We're going to get started here very, very shortly. And I kind of wanted to, I wanted to just highlight kind of why I brought together this panel before we even get started, right? First off, the Run Guys, top recruiters in the entire company. So if they have anything that they want to sit there and give any of you on how to approach people, how to close people, how to provide value, how to frame it, right? I tell you guys all the time that that a picture with a picture without a frame is just a drawing, but a picture with a frame is art. So how you frame things is very, very important. And obviously when you see someone who is continually producing, then you want to take note of that. Coach Max, not only is she queen on the charts over there, but she murders the chart. She murders the chart like a hitman for the Gambinos over there.
No, he didn't.
Listen, I don't know who you're working for over there, Coach. We both from New York, calm down. I know life ain't worth that much anymore. Obviously, neither is a pit, because you be killing those. So I really wanted Max to kind of lend in an ear on how it is that we should go ahead and we should be launching people appropriately, and what it is that we need to plug people into. Josh, I've had the pleasure of working with Josh, not only for this company, but the last company. Last company was the first time that we had worked together. And one thing that, I'm super impressed with Josh is that every single time that, there's a call, his team shows up. And, just like last company where he was my strongest leg, it looks like currently this company, he's framing out to go ahead and be the strongest leg again. And just like Spencer Iverson and Jonathan Green talk about kind of, the number of times that they've seen me kind of hit certain ranks and why they took note. Well, you take note when someone's team actually shows up, because it means that they're doing something that you're not. And so Josh is absolutely going to do it. And I always tell people all the time, I appreciate Tracy so much. She's one of my closest friends. Not only is she one of my closest friends, she's probably one of the most undervalued professionals in the MLM space. I do not know one person who is more effective at launching an individual than this woman right here. I've been saying this now for nearly a year. There is, what Max does for trading, it's almost like Tracy does for building. Like they could set the course and kind of go there. And so, I really wanted everyone to be able to kind of loan some expertise and me really just talk about foundation, and building a strong foundation. And so, but before the foundation, actually, you know what, guys, I'm going to talk real quick, and then I'm going to shut up, and I actually want to listen, and I'm going to grab out a pen and paper myself. If you guys have realized that this is where everything starts, so pen and paper is ready, let's go ahead and let's get started. But if you guys have realized, if you worked hard, if you put in the effort, if you did what was necessary during pre-launch, and if you did what was necessary when everything turned over into the regular launch, right? What you should have seen is a paycheck that came in a day early, which, is night and day for a lot of us from what we just came from, right? Getting paid early instead of not getting paid at all. But, over here, it's, it's super exciting to see that, that people actually were able to trust the system, trust the process, get their payment, do what was necessary in order for them to then, get what was necessary. And you probably also noticed that there was a hold. So when you transferred your funds, there's something now in your commission balance. And this is so important. I want you guys to hear this. So important. That hold is your next month payment for your IBO and or your scholar, or a combination of both. Which means that that literally what Epic is doing is allowing you to forecast your entire business out 60 days from now. I'm not sure if you understand how massive that is. 60 days in MLM is an eternity. There is so much that can happen in 60 days. Listen, when I met Kyle and Nick, right? Kyle, we went to a company retreat in Utah, and 60 days later they were closing up shop, bro.
I know. Could you imagine not getting paid for 5+ months and flying in on a private jet, being like, "Where's our money?" And they're like, the way that they're checking their savings is matching up right now. It's like, wait, what?
Exactly. Sounded like Kevin Hart. Like, well, I have a checking account and a savings account, and but literally, guys, 60 days is an eternity in MLM, and I really need you guys to understand this. I have said for the longest time, if you do not write down anything else that I say today, write this down. The speed at which you get a yes and the speed at which you get somebody paid will directly correlate to how long they stay in the business. The faster you get somebody paid, the longer they stay in the business. That's probably the best way to put it. The faster you get someone paid, the longer they stay in the business. The faster you get somebody paid, the longer they stay in the business. And here in this company, the strength of the foundation is is that you can legitimately get somebody paid and then know that they're not going to leave for 60 days. It's mind blowing. like all of us on the panel, just like yeah. Because it's just like, we hate needing to chase people down the next month. The faster you get someone paid, the longer they stay in the business. So here's how you build a strong foundation in this business. You need to run through your organization. You need to see who is one person away, two people away. Talk with them. Here's what I do not advocate for. I do not advocate for you doing the work for somebody. Everyone and anyone that earns in this industry needs to put in work. If they do not put in work, they despise the success. They treat it like they are entitled to it. And because they treat it like they are entitled to it, that if the success escapes them or it evades them for any reason, then all of a sudden it's someone else's fault. There's no responsibility. Okay? There's no onus of the process. And so I am not advocating for paying people's way. I am not advocating for giving away people's signups. I'm not advocating for anything. Listen, if you happen to be at one of my, towards the top of my legs and, 1,000 people fall in your organization, that should be enough reason for you to actually want to recruit somebody. I should not need to sit there and actually do your job for you. All right. At the end of the day, IBO stands for independent business owners. So let's not be dependent on anyone. Let's make sure that we put in our independent work. Okay. What we are here for, what your teammates are here for, what your success coaches, what your uplines, what your servant leaders, that's probably a better word, are here for is not to do the work for you, but it is to position you and to help you grow and mature into successful marketers. So if you have a team, and this is kind of the shift that happens. When you have a team of 3, when you have a team of 10, you're just managing what I call kind of a circle of friends. It's a small little group. But the moment you get to 30 people, it is time for you then to begin teaching others how to manage their organizations as well. Okay? So what you need to do is understand this. We are way too early in this game. What's today? It is October 9th. We are 9 days into launch, ladies and gentlemen. We are way too early for anyone to not be running at 100%. And what I need everyone to do starting today is not only for you, but also for your teammates. If you don't have anyone new to talk to, it's a cop-out. Okay? It is an absolute cop-out. After this weekend, and I'm being so clear because last week was some people's paydays. This week was some people's paydays. After this weekend, whoever has not renewed, whoever has not upgraded, they're lost. Stop concentrating on dead people. It's easier to find new people to run with than trying to resurrect the dead. Stop concentrating on old people and old blood. Old blood kills an organism. New blood keeps you alive. If you have not recruited anyone in the past week and you're calling yourself a leader, also remember, people do what they see you do, not what they hear you say. Like, everyone in the panels, their heads are going like this. I'm not sure if you see it, right? But people do what they see you do, not what they hear you say. People always saw you guys don't understand the number of people that come in my ear consistently talking. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this. And my response is always, I see a lot better than I hear. I see it. Show me. New blood. All right. I'm not going to get into pitching myself right now because because I know that we have a panel of very talented people, and I don't want to take time away from them. But just understand that your goal right now, there are some major points. One, Last ditch effort. Last ditch effort. Contact everyone on your team this weekend. Whoever wants to upgrade, let's upgrade. Let's get them plugged in. Let's get them launched. After this weekend, forget them. Number 2, bring in new blood. And number 3, get them paid as quickly as possible. So I'm helping you out. 3 points, 3 things that you should take away from me. Number 1, after this weekend, last ditch effort to get people upgraded. Number 2, bring in new blood. And number 3, get them paid as quickly as possible. All right? Launch people appropriately. And with that, I'm going to tell the order right now. I'm going to go max for what they should do when they bring someone in, whether it's, they go ahead and they get them upgraded or they find new blood, how it is that we make sure that they are plugged in and doing what it is. Over to Josh, talking about knowing your numbers and all that other stuff. Over to Tracy, just about duplication. And then the run guys are going to close this out. So it's the first webinar that I'm on with Kyle and Nick. And literally Josh was like, yo, like they're going to talk about what they do. Like, yo, I want to take notes. Show me how to do that. So first point, 3 points again. Number 1, go through your entire organization. It is a last-ditch effort to upgrade anyone that you can after this weekend. So after Sunday, forget about them. They no longer exist. They're dead. Okay? Number 2, bring in new blood. Number 3, get them, both of those, number 1 and number 2, get them paid as quickly as possible. All right. That being said, Max, I'm going to turn this over to you. I'm going to shut off my video and look at all the more beautiful faces on the panel. So let's go ahead and let's get it.
Hey, everybody. Good evening. How are you guys doing? Coach Max here. If you guys been enjoying Epic University, let me go ahead and see a number 2 in the chat. If you actually been getting some value from the training, let's light it up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm fired up tonight. Excited to be here. Shout out to this amazing panel that we have, guys. I'm super excited and fired up to be in front of you all, honored to be in front of you all. I am your Director of Forex Education and Training. And tonight, what we really want to talk about is, what are you supposed to do, okay, when you bring somebody on here and start, right, jumpstart their epic journey, right? What is the reason behind them actually signing up? They're here to get information. They're here to get some knowledge. So if you don't exactly point people into the right direction to get them started properly, they're not going to see the value. And to be honest with you guys, with what we have already presented in pre-launch and right now in the first week of October is an immense amount of value. Okay, guys, put value in the chat if you agree with me. An immense amount of value. You have 6, 7, and 8-figure traders here that you're able to look over their shoulder on a day-to-day basis and see how they perceive the Forex market. This is key. There's plenty of the platforms out there, guys, and I can tell you right now that I'm super honored and proud of what it is that we're building over here at Epic. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so that you guys can really understand the value behind what is it that we're doing, okay? So first and foremost, when you sign somebody up, what is the first thing that you're supposed to be doing? How do you actually launch that teammate, that member, that new scholar that comes into this program and they have absolutely no idea about Forex? They have absolutely no idea on what to do. The first thing that you're gonna do is get them on this updated Epic Getting Started training. What is this video? This video right here is actually showing them their entire back office, how to set up TradingView, how to get started with the syllabus, how to read the syllabus, how to go into Epic University and actually see what is back there, how to actually, you know what I'm saying, grind when it comes to setting up their MC4, right? How do I actually set up? What am I looking at? It also goes over the entire back office, right? So there's no excuse for anybody not to get started, right? When we go over to Epic University, you guys, I just want you guys to tap into my mind for a second and really understand my vision when it came to putting this together, right? So the first things first, you have a document here called the syllabus, the 2-week syllabus. Everybody should have this document. It is pinned. It is the first thing that you see when you pop open Epic University, guys, right? So there's a welcome message in here. There's a disclaimer in here. And then it says, before I enter the Forex market, I will read my positive daily affirmations. I will trade in a happy and positive environment. I will have my trading journal, notebook, a pen and pencil. Why did I put that in there? Because first and foremost, you want to be prepared before you even enter this market. Speaking of positivity, let me tell you something. Something changes, something shifts inside of you when you actually have a high vibration around what is it that you're doing. So what did I put in here back here for you? Okay. Epic Forex affirmations, guys. These are things that you can write at the top of your trading journal. These are things that you can write to yourself. These are things that you can speak over yourself on your Forex journey. What is it saying in this document? There's plenty of things to read, but I'm going to read some of them for you because I really believe this for our entire organization. I really believe these things for my team, and my team already knows this, right? I'm here to feed my family, not the broker. Okay. I'm not here to put any money into the broker's hands. I'm here to make the broker mad, which is something we doing over here because we trade over here, right? I deserve to be rich. Do you believe that? Guys, tonight, do you honestly believe that? Like, how serious is your commitment to this Forex thing? Right? I am a master trader. I'm forever in profit. I attract wealth and abundance, and this is reflected in my trades. I am not a signal taker. I create signals, right? Yeah, you can take signals right now. That is optional for you. That is something that we offer as a company. But essentially, 100 years from now, you want to be able to pass this skill set down to your children's children. This is why you're here, to learn and pass down, to create a legacy for you and yours, right? Something that I speak on all of my study hall sessions. Forex trading is easy for me, right? Don't overcomplicate this thing. We have a blueprint out here. We have a map for you, a guide, so that you are seeing the market in a very simplified way. One of the things that you need to consistently speak over yourself is that you're consistently in profit, right? That you will manage your time so that you're up for the times of the moves in the market, things like that. So there's a lot of things in here that you can read to yourself that's speaking about your confidence level, your consistency, and everything that you're about to do inside the market. That document is here. You can print that out. The second thing I have in here, every 6, 7, 8-figure trader that I know has read this book, okay? This book written by Mark Douglas is called Trading in the Zone. What is it? It is a book that helps you with your confidence, your discipline in the Forex market. I suggest you read this book in your spare time when you have time, right? Then everybody know me. I'm the candlestick queen. Okay, the money's in the candlestick. The money is in the candlesticks, right? So this is how I was able to actually learn how to read the charts, right? I really got deep into this and really started to understand what is the chart saying to me. So there's a book in here called the Candlestick Trading Bible. Guys, I have it by my desk. You might not be able to see it because my virtual background, it stays at my trading station. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, I literally got married to this book, right? I sleep with this book. This book rides around with me. I read this book over and over and over, and I highly suggest that you do the same. Right? So let's step inside your 2-week syllabus and really get deep into it. I'm not going to be long, guys. After this picture, this woman here, focus, right? You're going to have week 1, day 1. What is inside this syllabus? Mental market psychology. We're going to tap into your mindset as a trader. You have intro to Forex. You have basic Forex terms, guys. I'm coming out with a extensive Forex glossary for you. So a reference sheet for all new traders so they can start to understand the terminology when they hop onto the live sessions, right? Then every single day, you're going to have an action step, right? What does the action step for day 1 say? Sign up for TradingView, sign up for Telegram, get familiar with your back office, see the getting started video on your Epic dashboard, review your Epic calendar in your back office. Feel free to add the classes to your personal calendar. What is she talking about? Let's go there. Calendar, right? When you step over to this calendar, guys, and step over to where it says week, look at this for this week. You are able to see when the Forex market opened, when we had live sessions, who the educator was, what their experience level was, and the time that they were actually teaching. Check this out. If I was to click on this, it tells you where you can find the class, and I could copy it over to my Google Calendar if I wanted. Okay. One of my students told me that they were able to actually copy it over to their Google Calendar, and Alexa was able to remind them that class was going on. Okay, guys, so there's no excuse not to actually get in position to get your training. Okay, let's keep going. Then you have your currency breakdown. So what exactly are you trading? That's back there. Then you have an action step. When you keep going through this syllabus, guys, you have MT4 for iPhone, for Android, for desktop, for MacBook. And you also have Trading View tutorial back here in the training. Okay, when you keep going through this, as you get deeper into the actual charting, it's going to say implement, this word implement. So as you learn this skill, you're actually going to implement it. It says implement 30 minutes a day. You're going to realize that these videos are not that long. The reason why we made it shorter than 30 minutes per each video is that we wanted to get straight to the point and have a no fluff direction in our education. Let's get to the point, get you what you need, get you on the charts, implementing. The reason why this says 2-week syllabus is because, listen, guys, when I first learned how to trade, it took me 7 months to grasp these concepts. I want you trading within 2 to 4 weeks. I want you in the market within 2 to 4 weeks and have a foundation that's so solid that when you hop on the live training with the educators, you actually understand what they're talking about. Okay, we have market structure. One of my favorite things to trade, as you guys already know, the trend, how to find the trend, right? The market moves up, down, sideways. Price action is in here. I actually went as far as giving you guys a breakdown of the candlestick patterns because that's what I trade. So you're going to get each and every single candlestick pattern broken down to you. What does it mean? What does it mean when you see this on your chart? How do you catch the reversal? How do you see your entries? All of that's broken down in here, right? As we keep going, there's some more things. There's a very important section on day 7 of week 2, which is risk management. Please make sure that you go through this. There's an important video back here called How to Properly Read and Take Trade Signals. We went over risk to reward. We went over the importance of proper risk management, how to trail your stop loss. So there's a lot of different ways how to manage your account. So please make sure that you're not skipping over any content. As we go through, there is a 2-week guide for success, right? So you're going to get live trading sessions Monday through Friday, accessible through your back office. You're going to get study hall sessions for those people who feel like, you know what, I need a little bit more extra credit. That's back here. You're going to get intro to Forex 2 times a week, okay? And the replays will be in your back office, all right? Now you have your major pairs. I put something in here for you that I want to read to you guys really quickly. If you are a novice trader, okay, it is recommended that you stick to the currency pairs on this list. Other pairs may be too volatile for you or too advanced for your premature skill set. So you may see things, all right, within the community. You may see things in the signals chat, but if it's not on this list right here, your majors, or listed underneath the New York session, Asian, or London, it's too advanced for you. Okay, I want to throw that out there. You have to creep before you walk. Okay, you have to learn how to read the charts before you start trading all of these other volatile assets. Now, time. Okay, there's 3 specific times that you're going to hop on your chart, either New York, Asian, or London. You're going to correlate these times into your lifestyle. I'm giving you guys the pairs that move during this time to make it easy for you to pick your 3 pairs and stay consistent with those 3 pairs and become familiar with their behaviors. Okay, there's a quiz back here that you can ask yourself, and then there's also some trading rules to live by. One I want to read to you. Okay, don't compare your journey with anyone else. Number 3, don't do that, guys. One thing my 3rd grade teacher told me is keep your eyes on your own paper. One of the most successful things that you could do as a trader is focus on yourself, right? We're in a community. Yes, we share ideas. We talk about the training. We talk about a lot of things, but focus on your journey, okay? This is not a rush. This is not a race. This is a marathon, all right? Now, let's enter the university real quick. I'm going to show you one thing, then I'm going to move myself out the way. All right, inside this university, you're going to see locks on the training. Why is this? Because there's certain things in here that you can absolutely not skip over. Okay, so you're going to have your basic 1 section, basic 2. You're going to have study hall replays back here. There's already the market forecast. I'm going to go over that in a second. You got your intermediate and advanced section coming, and then you have Sniper Academy coming, which is going to be the section with all of the traders' strategies. Okay, so you're actually going to be able to see how to enter and exit the market like us. All right, up here in your upper right hand corner, you're going to see this tab called your notes. You're going to be able to type out your notes to yourself and take notes while you're watching your trainings, which I feel is super powerful. So there's no excuse if you don't have a pen or paper. You can actually take notes while your training is going on, and it's going to save and timestamp it for you in the training. I think that's super powerful. Okay, so that's Epic University. All right, hopefully nobody has any questions about that. And then the last thing,
I'm going to interrupt you real quick, just so everyone understands. You cannot put someone on all of this if you have not done this yourself.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to say that again. It is impossible for you to plug people into this if you have not done it yourself. It's half hour a day, guys. If you're serious about building and you're serious about launching people, then you spend the half hour so you actually know what the hell they're going to see.
Correct. Which is why I said it's no excuse with knowing that the syllabus matches the university and knowing that the schedule actually matches the calendar. So you know exactly what's going on and how to plug people in. Okay, you should know when Intro to Forex is going on. Come look at your calendar. Your market forecast is already back here, you guys. It's embedded, so you're going to be able to actually see our 7- and 8-figure traders go over the market every single week, and you can review this for yourself over the course of the week. Okay, so there's too much back here to actually help you. The Telegram, you guys can come back here and actually authenticate yourself to go into Telegram, right? Go into Telegram and go get into the community, get into the Epic News Network where all of the corporate announcements is going on, the official trade house, right, chat, and the signals chat. That's where you should be. If you're not even in there, how are you going to plug your team in, right? Trading View. There is a video back here showing you the correct way to authenticate yourself. Again, guys, the video on this dashboard that says learn your back office goes through every single tab back here, every single tab. So all you have to do, even if you didn't want to sit with somebody and go through and say, hey, listen, everything that you need to know is on your Epic dashboard inside that getting started training. I specifically made sure that that's back here for you. So I'm going to go ahead and move myself out the way, guys. I'm super excited. Super fired up. I'm working extremely hard to make sure that you have the absolute best value that we can honestly provide to you. I'm proud of what we're building here at Epic. Make sure that you take responsibility and plug your team in the right way so that they can get their training, right? There's too much sauce in this academy. I promise you that the results that have come out since September 1st is just phenomenal. Okay, a lot of people hitting their first 4-figure weeks just joining Epic and pre-launch to now. I'm very excited about that. So I'm going to move myself out the way, and I'm going to turn the call over to my brother, my friend, Josh Phelps. You take it over, bro.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. How are we doing tonight? Are you guys excited or what? Everyone give some major love in the chat box right now for Coach Max. You know what to do. I need to see the 777s flying in the chat box right now. Guys, it is time to activate your business. I want you to comment activate in the chat box right now. I want you to comment activate in the chat box right now. One of the biggest things you can do for your success, for your business, for whatever it is that you're passionate about is to actually activate it so you can then go and manifest it, okay? So with that being said, I want to jump into a system that I created several years ago called Know Your Numbers. I want you to write that in the chat box right now. Know your numbers. I'm going to do it right now on this whiteboard because I really want you guys to see how simple this is. If you do not have a whiteboard, you should probably buy one. You can't say that you want to be a 6- and 7-figure earner, but you can't spend $30 on a whiteboard. It just doesn't make sense, right? So it's important for you to create success or have your notebook right here, okay? I want you guys to see I'm not telling you and teaching you to do things that I don't do daily. Every day I update this, okay? And this is why the numbers continually grow every single day. So I'm going to teach you one of the most powerful things that you could ever know when it comes to business, and that's what's going on in your business. It all starts like this. You're going to draw one circle here. Okay, I want everybody to do exactly what I'm doing. That's all I want you to do. Exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to teach you how to create a six-figure income. Hear me, a six-figure income by filling in 6 circles. Pay attention now. Okay, this is how this works. Know your numbers. No, you can do this on a piece of paper if you have a piece of paper, but what you're doing right here, this is called where you are. All right. WYA, where you are. I'm going to start from the very beginning of the founder rank. Okay. So if you come in and you hit founder, at that point, you have one person in each leg, right? So you came in, you got your 3 people, you have one person in each leg. So I want you to pay attention really closely right now. This is all you're going to do. Okay. Now what you're going to do is the exact same thing. Okay. This right here is called WYG, okay? WYG, that's where you're going. The next rank beyond founder is founder 500, okay? So this is where you are, okay? So rank founder. I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind here in just a second, okay? What's the goal? Okay? The goal is founder 500. What do you need in order to achieve Founder 500? What do you need? I need it in the chat box right now. What do you need in order to achieve Founder 500? 4, 4, and 2. Thank you so much. Okay, so you're going to put 4, 4, and 2 here. So at this very point in time, if you're just the rank of founder, you have the top part filled out. That is your current numbers. That stat is listed in your back office on your dashboard. The next part is where you're going. Every single day, if you're really here to be rich, if you're really here to create wealth, you need to know what's going on in your business, and you need to have a plan and goal that you are going for each day. I want you to write in the chat box, show up every day. Okay? Write in the chat box right now, show up every day. Okay? This is what paid to live is all about. When you show up every day, at that point, you get paid to live every day. Okay? Showing up is one of the biggest components of ever creating any success whatsoever. Okay? So now let's do the math. If you need 4 people and you have 1, how many more do you need? 3. Okay? Same thing here. You have 1, how many more do you need? 3. You have 1, how many more do you need? 1. You wake up, this is your mission today. I'm going to help these people that I brought on do exactly what I did to hit founder, which is go and get their 3 people. Because when that happens, these numbers are complete. I want to teach you a massive, massive building secret right now. And I need you guys to pay very close attention. When you help people do exactly what you did, when you do the right thing, you position yourself to massively explode. Check this right now. When you hit founder, what your goal is to do is to help these 3 people hit founder, because when these 3 people hit founder, now you have 4 people here, check. You have 4 people here, check. Okay? At this point, you have 4 people here, check. Now what you're going to do is literally start over. You're going to erase this number, erase this number, erase this number, and you're going to then, where are you at right now? Founder 500. What do you have? 4, 4, and 4. What do you need? You need to know your numbers of what you need. And I'm telling you guys, every time you do this, you are putting yourself in a situation that you can actually know what's going on with your business. Okay? Very, very simple. Thank you so much. So now you need 12, 12, and 6. Okay? I want you guys to understand, I hit my first 6-figure income in this industry filling this out on a mirror in my bathroom. I hit my first 6-figure income in network marketing, filling this out on my bathroom mirror and bedroom mirror. I had my numbers in my bathroom. I had my numbers in my bedroom. I need to know what's going on with my business because the only thing stopping me from making $1 million a month is the people in the business. I want to show you something that I created for you, and I'll make sure you guys get access to this tonight. Okay, this right here is my know your number system. It's laid out for you, where you are, where you're going. 3 legs. What's currently in this leg? What do you need to hit the next rank? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you can do this every single day. It's important that you know what your numbers are, because if you don't know what your numbers are, you have a hobby, you don't have a business. Okay. And this is the biggest thing that I can teach you guys tonight to really understand when it comes to having a more productive organization. Write this in the chat box. We get paid to produce. Write this in the chat box. We get paid to produce. And when we produce, these numbers change. And when these numbers change, we rank up. And when we rank up, based off how the natural science and flow of this business is, other people rank up too. Are you hearing me? All we're doing is getting people to do exactly what we do. The goal and the point that you are serving here is to do the right thing. Because when you do the right thing, you can then manifest and duplicate right behavior in your organization. Okay? It is amazing what happens when people actually start to think intelligently. You are not stupid. You are just not taught the right information. Okay? This is simple. Write that in the chat box. This is simple. You just have not been taught how to do this, and we are giving you the secrets. Pay attention to the people that are speaking here. We are showing you how to become the leader that you want to duplicate in your business. Okay, this is absolutely, absolutely powerful. Okay, so with that being said, I do want to take time to make sure that you guys hear from all of the other amazing panelists that we have here. Guys, this is simple. Know your numbers. These 6 circles that you have, by changing those, can take you from being at your level of income to a 6-figure plus level of income. Are you hearing me right now? I need to know who's hearing me right now, because I'm talking to the people that want to get rich. If you don't want to get rich, this is not a call for you. Okay, just go trade, and you might just end up being rich there, because compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. The same way you can multiply your money, you can multiply your business. Because what happens is, the same way that you have numbers that you have to achieve, the people in these legs have numbers that they need to achieve. And when everybody knows what they need to achieve, an organization has the ability to be more successful. Okay, so pay attention. Make sure you plug in everybody to these launch calls that we're doing. Make sure you show up to the team calls, okay? We are rocking and rolling. I'm going to show this one more time, and then I'm going to pass it on to the next panelist. But guys, right here, know your numbers. I will send this over to all the leaders so they can put that out in the chat so you can get access to this, okay? Feel free to connect with me too on social media at JPhelpsWorld. Much love to all you guys. 777's in the chat box right now. Know your numbers, activate your business, activate your people, be the leader that you want in your organization, and watch your organization absolutely explode, okay? Much love to all of you. I think that we have a massive queen of duplication coming up after me. Shout out to the queen herself, Miss Tracy Johnson. Everyone show some massive love in the chat box for Tracy, okay? All yours, Tracy.
All right, Josh, that was exciting as usual. I'm really grateful to actually come behind Josh. I'm actually grateful to be on this panel with everyone. Such impressive leadership. And I'm grateful and thankful to know that we're all doing the same thing in order for us to have the success that we have. So it's beautiful that you all get an opportunity to hear from everyone so that you can take your business to the next level. I'm here to talk to you about duplication, because duplication is critical in your business, because Josh actually touched on it very well, actually. So it's great that I come behind him. But duplication is what is going to give you a snowball effect momentum. And so what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are duplicatable. So the first thing you need to ask yourself is, am I worth duplicating? What makes a leader is that you do a certain thing and then you teach someone else how to do it and you simplify it so it can be done over and over and over. It can be replicated, and this is how you create momentum. So when you are showing that you are a leader that always shows up every day for your team, every day for your people, every day for yourself and your family, because what you're building is not just something for today. Understand that we have Epic Estates, which puts even a bigger price tag on what we're doing, because we'll be able to leave it to our families no matter what. So it's even bigger. It's a bigger ordeal. And it's such a huge, huge blessing that we can actually build something that isn't just for today, it's for tomorrow, it's for decades to come, because we're building a legacy company here. So you want to build strong and you want to build right. So you want to listen to everybody that's here, because what we're doing, everybody here has no less than 7,000 people in their organization. So you definitely want to make sure you're doing what we're doing. And I know for a fact we're all duplicating. We're duplicating from the perspective of, we are here for our teams. We are here for newbies that come in. We have launch calls. We have regular opportunity calls. We make sure that we have a calendar and a schedule that's available for our teams. We follow the PS3. We follow the BGH3G3, all of those tactics and techniques. We follow that. We plug people into the launch calls. We launch people properly. We make sure that we utilize active listening skills when it comes to new people, because what you have to do is you have to listen to them to find out what a win means to them. Everybody's idea of success is not the same. So when you find out what a win is to them, what success is to them, then you can help them achieve that, plugging them into the right places, making sure that they have all the information that they need in order to win. Make sure that they get to see the office tour that Coach Max does when you log in. Make sure that they get that office tour. Make sure that they know where to go to get their education, know how to evaluate their business, know where the rank analysis is for the builders, know how to communicate with their team, know how to plug in with you on a regular basis. So if you have a system, and if you are not duplicatable right now, find someone who is, emulate what they're doing, get close to your leaders, because they're having success for specific reasons and their leaders are having success. My leaders are ranking up having success because they're duplicating the servant leadership that we all employ and the culture that we employ in our team. So you want to make sure that you're doing all of the things that it takes. Are you good at piquing interest? Are you good at getting people on a three-way call with a credentialed individual who has success, who knows 100% of the information, that can answer the questions for you and close your prospects? Are you getting them involved and then making sure that they're on the launch call? You don't necessarily have to do the launch call. You just have to plug them into it. So what you do for someone is what they're going to do for the next person and the next person and the next person. So you want to make sure that you are following our system that works. We have a system that works. PS3, opportunity calls, put them on the launch call, get them acclimated, get them connected. You want to follow the leader, just like David said, follow the leader. Do what we're doing. We want to help you. We need to help you. We want you to succeed. We want Epic to be the legacy company and foundational, just like the ACNs and Melaleucas of the world. That's only going to happen if we are all unified and doing the same thing. Doing the same thing and duplicating is what's going to allow you to create a business that you don't have to babysit too hard. When leaders start to reveal themselves, they already know what to do because they've experienced it through your leadership. So instead of you teaching every single person how to do this, that, and the other thing, they're already going to know because they've had the experience with you, or they've had the experience with the leaders. And it's the same experience every time. It's the same energy every time. It's the same information every time. Duplicate so that you can create the momentum that you desire in your business. Follow the leader. That was one of my favorite songs from Eric B. and Rakim. I'm serious though. Follow the leader. Emulate your leader. Emulate David Lisiaga, Coach Max, Josh Phelps, the Run guys, and all the leaders in between. Everybody, follow your leader. They're doing it right. That's why they are having success. I don't really have much more to say because I think that it's a very simple concept. And if you guys just commit to your success and you commit to your business and to your family, you can commit to your leader and you can duplicate exactly what they're doing, then you can have the same type of success. I love you all. Thank you very much. On to the Run, guys. All right, you're next.
Wow, Tracy, speaking life on everyone. I love it, love it, love it. Josh, man, you got wisdom beyond your years. Coach Max, incredible job. You know, we would not be here if we wouldn't be behind, you know, amazing leaders. Like, we're standing on the shoulders of giants, one of the biggest giants in this industry, David Luciaga, guys. You know, like Kyle was saying, he's going to be throwing down for you guys in a little bit and dropping some massive bombs, some massive nuggets. You know, we called David and we're like, listen, David, man, we're in. Like, we don't even need to see the presentation. We don't even need to check it out. We just trust you. We believe in you. We know, like, you know, all hands on deck. Let's get to work and let's turn this company into the legacy company that it's meant to be. So we stepped down from our corporate roles from a software development company. I was the chief marketing officer. Kyle was the chief visionary officer. And we were helping people all across the whole entire network marketing, affiliate marketing, traditional business industry. And we stepped down from those roles to go all in with this, to get back into the field with all of you and to help everyone duplicate as quickly as possible. And yeah, everyone knows this is the Run Guys Online, but in order to rank up together, the way that we do it is by surrendering to universal laws. And in 2012, when I got started in the network marketing industry, I realized that tactics and strategies come and go. One moment it's Instagram, the next moment it's TikTok. One moment it's TikTok, the next moment it's Flip Talk. Like, there's going to be so many new apps and strategies coming out nowadays. But when we can master the principles as one universal organization, guys, one family here, then we're all going to win together. And one saying that really stuck with me in the beginning was to forget about spillover. Become the spillover that you wish to achieve, that you wish to receive, right? If you want to become the leader in your business, there's two ways to build this business. Okay, way number one is to bring in the woman or to bring in the man that can bring in the numbers. Or way number two is to be the man or the woman that can bring in the numbers, right? One of those two. So a lot of people, they'll go out there and they'll try and recruit and they'll try and prospect the leaders when they're not a leader themselves and they're wondering why they're getting told no so much. But another way to do it, guys, is to bring in massive numbers, and naturally through the law of averages that Kyle's going to be touching on, they'll emerge from those numbers and they'll go and become 6- and 7-figure earners inside of your organization. So there's one law that I want to touch on. I want you to take notes on in this, and this will completely transform your organization and the newest distributors inside of your organization. It's called the law of sowing and reaping. Now, the law of sowing and reaping is from the Bible. It's a very old law. I want you to add this in the middle of it, okay? I want you to add the word growing. This is what most people forget about. They think what you sow is what you shall reap, and that is not true. What you sow and what you water and what grows is what you will reap. Most people think that I'm going to sow something, like I get started with this business, I pay the $99, I'm getting rich, man, I'm going to reap. I sign up 2 people and then I'm going to have 2 million people inside of my organization. And everyone with common sense knows that it just doesn't happen that way, guys. So sowing, growing, reaping works like this. Okay, the story of the sower, very, very powerful story. Well, there's this farmer, right? He has an excellent seed. An excellent seed could be an incredible business, incredible idea. It's epic trading. It's what you have your hands on right now. So he goes out to the field in order to sow the seed. And the first part of the seed that he tries to plant falls by the wayside and the birds get it. Now, what are the birds in this story? Well, the birds are the toxic naysayers, the people that don't believe in your dream, that don't believe in the business. That's too good to be true. That won't work for you. That's one of those things. Get a real job. So when you go out there and you try and sow the seed and you share it with your first prospect or a friend or a family member, and they're like, huh, that's interesting. I'll check it out. And then you don't hear from them again. Now you know what happened. The birds got them, right? Someone talked them out of it. Now you have 2 choices here, okay? As a farmer, you know, I'm from Boise, Idaho, you know, grew up juggling potatoes, like Jim Rohn says, milking cows and making sales. You know, I wasn't milking cows, but I was making sales in the beginning because of this law. And I realized this, okay? Number one, you can go chasing the birds. You can try and go and talk them into it. You can try and convince the people that don't want to do it. But I'll tell you what happens. You are leaving the field. You're leaving the field. So option number 2 is the best option for you. Continuously sow the seed, because the next part of the seed that you plant is probably going to fall on rocky ground where the soil is shallow, and that is not of your making. Now, the rocky ground where the soil is shallow means that when you plant the seed, somebody gets started with the business, they don't have a firm foundation that is deep enough to grow their roots. You know, they aren't reading the books. They don't have How to Win Friends and Influence People. They haven't read Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. They don't know anything about Think and Grow Rich. They haven't read Go Pro by Eric Worre or the dozens of other books and personal development audios out there online. They don't do that stuff. Even if you tell them to do it, you can't force them to do it. So their soil is shallow. So the moment that they grow, the heat is going to cause them to wither and die. That's just the way that it is. And here's a key phrase to write down right now. Anytime that somebody quits your business or the birds get them or whatever happens, you just have to say, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? And what's your other option here? Continuously sow the seed. Okay, sow the seed. The next part of the seed that you plant, it'll grow, but then the thorns choke it to death. The thorns are the little worries, the little cares, little distractions, like inside of your mind, like the programming from your friends, your family members, your relatives, the media that's telling you all these things like, you believe in one of those pipe dreams. Oh, I told you I wasn't worthy. I failed in dodgeball in the 2nd grade. I'm going to fail in this too. Oh, I went and tried to talk to that pretty girl. She told me no. So I'm not going to talk to anyone about this business because they're going to tell me no too. Right? Those are the thorns. Okay. That's just the way that it is. Isn't that interesting? Discipline your disappointment. Keep sowing the seed. Now, the next part of the seed will grow, guys, and it'll grow. Now, that seed will grow 20%. It might grow 60%, or it might grow 100%. See, in the beginning, I tried to force the 20%ers to do 100%, meaning those that had a full-time job or they had 2 jobs. I tried to force them to put in those extra hours with me when I was doing this full-time. I dropped out of school. I went and I talked with my mom. I'm like, Mom, how many millionaires are there in our family heritage? And she had to pause and think for a second. I was 19 years old, 2012. She's like, not a single one. I was like, well, I'm going to be the first one. So over time, what happened was, as I started to sow the seed, you know, forcing those that got started with me and were doing the 2 jobs, I couldn't do that. So I just had to say, isn't that interesting? I'm going to keep planting the seed and keep bringing in more numbers because I wanted to be the man that brought in the numbers. I didn't want to have to rely on spillover because my first business, I brought in 12 people in 14 months, guys. 12 people in 14 months. And I was always like praying to my upline, praying to the upline gods. You ever sit there at night, you're like, where's the spillover? I need some spillover, right? Praying to the upline gods. And the upline gods weren't showing up. So guess what? I had to become the one. You're the one, like Neo in the Matrix, right? You're the one. Start telling yourself that. I am the one. I am the one. Like Coach Max was showing you guys the affirmations. Those are powerful beyond measure. So like Josh says, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. Well, compound recruiting is the master key to this business. So the more seeds that you sow over time, what'll happen is right here, the sowing, law of sowing. If you're talking to 10 people per day, applying what Kyle's going to be showing you guys, you're going to be shocked at what happens with the law of averages. Now, what we're doing is we're making a video a day. You know, everyone knows us online. On YouTube is The Run Guys. You know, we're crushing it with videos, of course, but we believe in the best of both worlds, passive recruiting and active recruiting. Just understand that active recruiting is the quickest way to build your business. Passive recruiting is a long-term strategy for those of you that are playing the long game here, right? So when you rank a video on like YouTube or you rank something on the first page of Google, David knows this, guys, it was crazy. We were sitting at an event in a previous company in 2013, and they were giving shout outs to the awards. And they're like, please, everybody, put your hands together for founder. I believe you were founder 7 at the time or something like that. Founder 7, David Luciaga. We're like, wait a minute. This guy personally enrolled his way to Founder 7. And everyone's like, what? You got to be kidding me, man. So ever since we heard about that, we're like, this guy understands the power of passive recruiting. But if you're brand new and you're not that technical, you have to do active recruiting. You have to actively be out there planting the seeds every single day. Now, sowing, okay, as long as you're talking to 10 people a day, the law of averages, you know, will state that if you do something often enough, a ratio will appear. So if you talk to 10, you get one. Sure enough, you talk to 10 more, you'll get another one. But when you plant a seed, you also got to water the seed in order for the seeds to grow, right? So what is growing? What is that in relation to the story? Now, the 100%ers, guys, you know, we planted a guy in our business, in a previous affiliate marketing business. He went on to make over $1 million and didn't even hop on a phone call with us, didn't even need to talk to us. How powerful is that? Many of you are on calls day and night with the newest person on your team, trying to force a 5%er to do 10%, right? You're trying to get them to do stuff. And you're like, why doesn't this person want it as badly as me? You just got to say, isn't that interesting? And keep moving through the seeds, keep moving through the plants, right? So growing, inviting your customers onto these calls, inviting your distributors onto these calls, sending out emails, posting on social media, getting people on these calls, and let us help you water the seeds, right? Getting them to do the personal development by doing it yourself first, leading by example, because a leader of one is a leader of many. If you can't lead one, you can't lead any. And who is that one? You are the one, in case you didn't write that down. You're the one. So read the personal development books and make recommendations to your team. Take a picture, like take your hand like this and take a picture of the book, outside at the park or something like that. You don't need a beach. Sure, we used to live on the 46th floor in Miami, Florida, and we had the amazing balcony where we could market cool stuff. But we do personal development pictures. We post that inside of our group, and then those that would read the book, they would start growing alongside with us, guys. Now, reaping is the last part of the law. And understand this, reaping happens naturally. Okay, reaping happens naturally. Now, there's times for sowing, there's times for growing, and there's times for reaping, right? Spring, summer, fall, winter. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Okay, if there's times in geological seasons or whatever you want to call that for the past 3,500 plus years of recorded human history, okay, the business works in the same philosophies and the same laws. Now, when reaping happens naturally, this right here from Zig Ziglar, powerful. Sounds like a broken record, but I love the fundamentals, because the fundamentals is how you're going to run circles around the competition. We didn't just sponsor over, 600 people personally by just going out there and winging it, guys. We mastered the fundamentals, because MLB, Major League Baseball, right? They get paid over $4 million a year to strike out 7 out of 10 times, but they understand the fundamentals of what they do every time they show up to practicing. So when you help enough people get what they want, everything that you want comes by default. If you help enough people get what they want, everything that you want comes by default. So next thing I'm going to touch on before I pass it over to Kyle, and I'm going to go very, very quick, guys. If I'm speaking too fast, you're thinking too slow. So let's speed up your cognitive understanding so you can be able to download this information into your unconscious mind very, very quickly, because the moment that you speed up your level of learning is the moment that you speed up your level of earning, because first you learn, then you remove the L. That's how you earn, okay? This is called the Y circle here. Now, what we used to do in our first company, before I show it to you, I'm not going to reveal you the goods right now, but what we would do, we'd get around a circle and we'd all share our why with each other, because when you're sowing and you're out there in the field and the sun is beating down on your back and you're getting burnt out in the field, man, people are telling you no left and right. You're like, well, if you talk to 10, so you get 1, man, I'm talking to 500, I could barely get 2. So the sun's burning me. What do? This is what you do, okay? It starts with you in the beginning, then it moves onwards to your family, then it moves to the world. Here's the biggest problem I see with people with a why, is they only have the world and their family. They don't have them included in it. Now, people say, but I don't want to be selfish. Cut the ish out of the way and focus on yourself. Then that allows you to be selfless, so you can eventually overflow your cup. So you need less, and then you can give more to other people, okay? That's how you be selfless. So what do you want as a part of this business? More than the money. Like Josh did an amazing job breaking down the ranks for you guys so you can be paid to live. But in order to be paid to live, we all have to rank up now by knowing what we all want, right? We have to know what we want. So what do you want? Do you want the car? Do you want the Lamborghini, right? Do you want the private jet flights? Okay, do you want the watch? Do you want the ring? Do you want the dog tags, right? Do you want the new clothes? Do you want to eat good food? For me, right? I just wanted good food, man. I wanted to go into the store and I wanted to be able to look at something on a shelf because I actually wanted to eat it and buy it without having to look at the price. I wanted to go in a restaurant and order food off the right side of the menu because I didn't have to worry about affording it. I could get the lobster, I could get the steak, I could get the filet mignon, right? I could get that. I didn't have to order the chicken salad or the basic pasta every single time because of money. And I knew that if I hit my income goal, I could do that. So that was part of my why. A house. Do you want to buy a house in Miami Beach, right? Do you want to own a home on Star Island? Do you want to own a condo over in Dubai? What is it that you want to do for that? What weight do you want to hit? Physical goals as well too. For me, I want to be in the best shape of my life, right? It's more than just the income goals for yourself, guys, because many of you, like right now, I have multiple goals written down for different things that we do. Like Epic's our main focus right now. Guys, we got a YouTube brand, we got a clothing company, we got stuff going on behind the scenes. We want to make over $1 million a month just through Epic alone, and that's going to be able to fund other stuff to achieve what? Freedom. So freedom is the ultimate goal that I'm after, right? Be paid to live. I want to live free, guys. I want to be able to travel the world when I want, whenever I want. I want to hop on that private jet, and guess who I'm going to invite with me? Next, my family. Okay, so your family, what do you want to do? Do you want to retire your parents? Do you want to buy your parents a home? Do you want to give more gifts at Christmas? Do you want to give more birthday parties? You know, do you want to have more freedom to spend more time with your kids versus being stuck at a 9 to 5? Maybe you want to, you know, work from home. Right? And Kyle's going to drop some bombs that'll shift your guys' paradigms. It'll completely blow your mind in a little bit. But buying healthier food for your kids so they can be able to grow up strong, happy, and healthy. Do you want to pay for your siblings' education? Maybe pay for college. Like, even if like a lot of people don't believe in college, maybe they believe in it. You're like, you know what? Here's a few racks. There you go. Your tuition's paid for. You don't have to worry about student loan debt. How awesome would that feel, guys? Because your cup is so overflowing, right? Your cup is now overflowing into your family's cup. Once your family's cup overflows, then you can overflow into the world cup. Then you can overflow and do the cool things like donate to your favorite charity every month, volunteer to clean up the environment, you know, purchase acres of land to save the rainforest. You can save children from human trafficking. You can rescue animals from different shelters. You can pay it forward. You know, go into a restaurant or go into a grocery store in the line and pay for the person behind you's groceries. See, that type of stuff, what it does, as Wayne Dyer would say, it stimulates dopamine in your brain whenever you do good for other people. So that's what this is all about, guys. And I believe it was a US president, someone correct me, I can't remember the name of the president, but after he passed away, they found a note inside of his desk. And the note inside of his desk said, I'm going to spend the first half of my life accumulating wealth. And I'm going to spend the second half of it giving it all away. How awesome is that? That's magical, guys. That's amazing. So what's your why? What's your vision? Man, if there's anyone who's a visionary in this company, it's this guy right here, Kyle Weber. I'll tell you what, man, this guy has completely transformed my life. You know, I remember we got connected in an event years ago. This was in like 2013. Yeah, so about 7 years ago. And the energy that this guy had was magnetic. You know, I'll tell you what, if anyone's like a networker, it's this guy right here. Naturally, I'm an introvert. You know, I'm analytical. Behind the scenes, I'm like doing stuff with sales funnels, paid advertising. Knows about that, so I'm learning from him. But I'll tell you what, this guy, you know, is the ultimate outgoing guy. And when I started learning some stuff from him, he completely transformed my business when it came to prospecting and recruiting. So with that being said, you guys get your notebook ready, get your pens ready. You know,
wait, because I need to introduce Kyle too, because I met Kyle on Coronado Island for the company that we were in, you know, last together, bro, and we went out to an event and everyone was going crazy. Everyone was drinking. Everyone was, you know, getting like quote unquote lit. And I was the whatchamacallit. I was a designated driver. So they rope-a-dope me in. So I was the only one that, you know, really wasn't getting too turned. And literally Kyle and I, we left the club, we left the hookah spot. So we went to the club, then we went to the hookah spot. And we started driving and just talking, almost ended up at the Mexican border. And the whole entire time, you know, it was just about not buying into the hype, not buying into the lifestyle, not buying into, you know, what's being marketed, but, you know, actually servant leadership and everything. And I remember, you know, I knew back then that at some point Kyle and I were going to work together. I just didn't know when. And legitimately, you know, every so often I would call him up and I'd be like, yo, this is what's going on. And then, you know, you guys were launching something, you guys were doing something, and the timing wasn't right. But now, you know, I hear you talk, bro, and it's like, I'm thankful that he has you in his life, man, because for a long time, and Kyle, I would say this, for a long time, man, you had the wrong voices in your head and in your circle. And so just hearing Nick speak, I'm so thankful that he's in your life, because I know that the people that you were around back then, if they would have stayed the core people in your life, you wouldn't be who you are today. You would not be nearly as happy. So, Nick, I'm super thankful for you. Kyle, I'm humbled to be working with you. Now I'm going to shut up and, you know, let's turn it over to the last man over here.
Oh, big facts, man. We would be here if it weren't for you, and timing's everything. You know, guys, for those of you that love LeBron James or hate LeBron James, you know, those that you start with aren't going to be the ones that you make it with in the end. And just understand you're going to make it with the right people. So all praise goes to God, to the team. You know, I'm just some dude from Idaho just juggling potatoes over here. So that being said, guys, I'm going to pass it over to Kyle. Grab your notebooks because it's better to have a short pencil than a long memory. Okay, so Kyle's going to throw down. Let's run it.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Let's go. Let's go. Y'all ready for this? All right. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Hey, I couldn't be on a, oh man, just a bunch of runners, you know, like just, I'm absolutely humbled. I'm blown away to be working with all of you. All right. There are hundreds of people, thousands that are going to watch this video all over the world. And if you think what we've done right now is where we're going to go, you have no idea. You have no idea. You have no idea what is about to happen. You want to know why? Because I've been around this place, just like you're saying. I know exactly where we're going. I see the vision. Some people have eyesight, but no vision. Some people have no mindset, but they need the eyesight. So let's go. We're going to get, I'm so fired up. Coach Max, I have never seen anybody say so much good stuff about people when it comes to education whatsoever than what you've done in the back office there with this community. Thank you so much for your just selfless leadership. Tracy, again, your duplication's on fire. Josh is so focused on, he's probably going on, he's got to run. He has a huge, fast team. No, David Lisiaga, again, you said it perfectly. All right, you did. I was following the wrong people. And I'm going to tell you this across this video, my friends, if you're brand new to this whole online world and network marketing or affiliate marketing, whatever we want to call this, is there are such thing as leaders leading people astray. All right. There's such things as leaders leading people astray. And I was following after the wrong people. And I grew up in Lake Elmo, Stillwater, Minnesota. When I saw the vision of what you're seeing right now, the ability to make money, to earn passive residual income higher than my expenses. My friends across this video, I was $40,000 in debt. They call me the world famous grandma's boy because I was living in my grandmother's basement. All right. I was working a full-time job at Samsung. All right. A Samsung. I'm making 50 grand a year, but I was just above water. Is there anybody in the world right now that you just feel like you're just above water? You're just like, can somebody please help me? You're praying to something. All you have is hope. All you have is hold on, pain ends. You know, all I had was faith, you know, finding answers in the heart. That's all I had. I was living in my grandmother's basement, $40,000 in debt. And then I saw a deal like David Lisiaga and Nick Anderson and a lot of people on the call, just like you, if you know, 6+ years ago, we saw the same thing. And the compensation plan of what we have right now blows everything that you see online out of the water, bar none, no ifs, ands, or but, not up for debate, not at all. Don't even debate me because I'm telling you across the video. I sat there and all I wanted to do was get to $500. I saw the comp plan just like you saw it, right? You're like, I'm working full-time at my job, making 50 grand a year. And my mentor goes, work part-time on your fortune. Work part-time on your fortune. Work part-time on your business. Work part-time on something that you own. Otherwise, this is going to own you. Own you. Run your life. Otherwise, your life will run you. Run your business. Otherwise, your business will run you. My friends, I worked full-time at a job at Samsung, part-time on my fortune, until it became a full-time fortune. My grandma told me right before I started, some of you have haters, right? They're called dream busters. I love my grandma with all my heart. She brought me, nurtured me back to health. And she goes, Kyle, you're in $40,000 worth of debt. All right. It might take you 29 years to get out of debt. I go, Grandma Bear, I love you with all my heart. I go, it's going to take me 1 year. It's going to take me 1 year. And she goes, okay, my grandson's smoking drugs now. Okay. Yep. He's definitely doing drugs. Okay. No. It's because when you condense time frames, when you go and learn from people that have what you want, that's when your whole mindset changes. When I was going to college, someone said, hey, you know what? You should go get what do they call it? PhD. You should go to school for a little bit longer and then you can make more money or something at a job. I said, listen here, bud. I'm going to get a MBA. I'm going to get a major bank account.
That's what I'm going to get. I'm not sure what you are, but all these people that are teaching me, the fake teachers, whatever you want to call that, no disrespects, with all due respect, but they did not have the Aston Martin that I wanted. They did not have the Lamborghini that I wanted. They did not have the home that I wanted. They did not have the dreams, the goals, the visions that I wanted. So I had to learn. I had to study. Scholar. You're becoming a scholar. Look at this. Scholar. A specialist in a particular branch of study, especially the humanities. And look at this. Watch this. Ready? A person who is highly educated or has the aptitude for study. You're studying something that's worth studying. Living in my grandmother's basement. $40,000 in debt. I saw that I can make $500. I said, what do? The comp plan is the same concept. B3, H3, G3. 3 legs, 3 teams, all the way down to the moon, and you hit the highest rank in the company. Okay, what if it took me 3 to 5 years? I don't care. I need to get out of debt. I'm $40,000 in debt. I go, Grandma Bear, I'm making over $2,500 now on this little part-time deal, working full-time at Samsung. I'm getting close to telling them I want a 2 weeks notice. And they're like, huh? Like, she's like, what? I'm telling you, I went from Samsung to 6 figures plus in less than 10 months. My friends, in less than 10 months, my debt paid off. What's up now? Like, the attitude you have to have is of gratitude. It's not where you're at right now, it's where you're going. And the one thing that made me believe was that there was somebody that was making the money first. My friends across this video, do you see people making over 20 grand a month now? Do you see people making $500 extra a month now? We have so many people on the team ranking up now. They don't rank up later. They rank up now. Either you run, otherwise you're going to run away from all these. Oh, all right. Let's get into the nuggets right now. Can you just write these 3 things down? This is the philosophy that I had that I want you to go into. And can everyone just put like run in the chat box? Are you going to run for your dreams, run for your family's lives? I just knew I had to run. I had to run fast. You see, there's somebody in this industry, in the space that came from Minnesota named Eric Worre, one of the best in the game. And he says a 90-day run. You guys and gals, I will shift that for you. It's an everyday run. Every day. I'm not going to wake up and I'm going to be making $1 million plus in this. And don't you dare just think you just go and relax on the beaches of the world for the rest of your life. It's the most boring thing. Even Kevin O'Leary, the billionaire, he's like, I did all that. And I went back to work. Because until your team, like David McCovey says, until my team is where I'm at, I ain't going to stop. So we can't stop running. Keep running. Write this down, please. Study, practice, teach. Study, practice, teach. Study, practice, teach. Study, go in the back office, because I want you to have the level of confidence that I have. Because I know you have it inside you. You probably have it right now, right? All you zesty ladies, you're like, yo, I'm fired up right now. I'm going to get this to the top. All you men out here that think you're bossing up, show it, prove it, run it. Let's go. Otherwise, sheesh. It's not the way you're going to get any lady around you. Better get your money up, pimp. Juice. All right. So study, practice, teach. Study. Get in that back office right now and study your butt off. When you have time, study. When you have time, what are you going to do? Study. You're becoming a scholar. You didn't pay $99 to pay $99. And I guarantee you, you can't get the level of professionalism and for your life to change for $99 anywhere online. Are you high? Are you smoking? Wait, what? No. Study. Become the best version of yourself here. And when you're studying, then what would you do next? You kind of practice, right? You get that little MetaTrader 4 out, right? You get your phone out, right? You go to those little daily signals, right? And you're like, this makes sense. Copy, paste, potentially profit. Oh, let's go. And what do I want you to do? I want you to teach. Because what do you have? 3 legs, right? And people are like, well, Kyle and Nick, how did you guys get on the beaches of the world? How did you guys go on this thing that everyone's going to be doing at Epic in October? How did you get there? How are you guys going to be on the beaches of the world? All the ambassadors and stuff. Listen. Study, practice, teach. Study, practice, teach. I want you to teach other people. I want you to go out there and share the message. B3, H3, G3. Bring 3 scholars. help those 3 scholars get their 3 scholars. Teach, teach, teach. You on a beach. Does that make sense? Teach, teach, teach. You on a beach. I'll do it one more time. Teach, teach, teach. You on a beach. You have to get people to duplicate. It's not what works. It's what duplicates. You understand the words that I come out of my mouth? All right, good. And like David Lisiaga said, he goes, it's just different here. I'm not flashing you right now on my Rolex. I'm not flashing you my private jet. I'm not doing any of that stuff. You want to know what we've done over here that shifted the industry of network marketing? And remind you, I've never seen anything like this. We earn what we want out there in social media fake land. We earn the Lamborghini. How cool of a story is it going to be when the Lamborghini's in your driveway and you're like, you don't have to be like, oh yeah, so I bought a Lamborghini with my commissions. Just want to let you guys know you can do it too. How about this? Oh, my bad, Lamborghini. I earned that. I earned this Rolex. I earned the private jet that we're on right now. That's a different swagger talk. Remind you, just make sure you don't use that on your social media. Probably it's not the best thing. But what I'm saying is for your family and friends, that's the way you stunt. You earned it. I love that. Stay postured up. All right. Stay postured up. Now, I want you to believe. A lot of you are not as confident. And I get that. Guess what? I was there. You're like, dude, where does confidence come from? It's because you believe in what you're sharing. You believe in what you're sharing. There was a man named Martin Luther King, one of the best motivational speakers and speakers in general in the entire world. Back then, they didn't have laptops. They didn't have cell phones. But they had what they call word of mouth marketing. And it will never change. Social media can do whatever they want to. It'll never change. Because these mouthpieces, what comes out your mouth, out is inside the mouth. What comes out this mouth is word of mouth. It's the way that things travel around the world. But people are like, how in the heck did 250,000 people show up that day? Because it was people like my beautiful running partner. And mind you, I'm single, and I didn't mean it by like the no offense, like he has a girlfriend, okay? So, but I mean, I look at him as a beautiful human being. I look at you as a beautiful human being. And all of us have this message to share about this great idea and this philosophy of an epic dream. Dream epic. Don't just dream big. That's basic. Basic. Sick. Dream epic. Vision. Tens of thousands of people all over the world. Think about this vision. This guy said, I have a dream. I have a dream. 250,000 people came there that day. They didn't come there for that man. You think they came there for, no. Everything's always about selfish. People are always selfish. People came there because they believed what that man believed. My friends, do you believe in something bigger? Do you believe that we have something special here? Do you believe that the best leaders in the world are stepping up right now? Do you know what it's like to get a call from your gosh darn mom talking about, I don't have $1,500 for a dentist bill? Do you know what it's like when you got to work so hard that you're like, you know what? I wasn't the silver spoon. I don't have this. I don't got this like everybody else. That's because we got to make it work. You got to believe in what we have here. You don't know what you have until it's gone. Go somewhere else if you want to. Go to a different company if you want to, because over here, we're fighting for something. We have dreams over here that are epic. My friends, you got to believe in what we're sharing. This is changing people's lives. You're making more money by coming in and listening to Coach Max teach, coach, mentor you each and every single day. Are you taking that for granted, Pimpin? What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you realize that just off the $99, we have people making over $99 a day just trading off the services? What? And you get to build a business? Where else did they do that at? I'm telling you right now across this video, you don't know what you have until it's gone. I know a lot of those leaders that can swindle you with their private jets or their exotic cars or whatever you're going to fall in the trap to. But I will tell you one thing. I will never, these leaders, these top women, these top men, we will never stop running for your dreams and goals. You have to understand, we got to run faster. We got to dream bigger. We got to dream epic. We got to go to the next level. And it's not a you thing. You got started for you. It's a we thing. And in the beginning, it was an opportunity. Now it's turning into a responsibility. We have to go out there and dream epic. You are the one. So go out there and be the one. Get it done. Back to you, David.
My God, I don't even know what to say. Kyle.
Hey, yo, pass the collection plate. Gee whiz.
Listen, Kyle had me running around my kitchen, y'all. I'm not even close. I just got back to the laptop.
Yeah,
My
did
Lord.
did my man drop on the call? He was single.
Hey, this is the place to do it. Why not?
I'm done.
Everything else, he just called that one. He's like, yo.
Right.
Love you all, y'all. Love you.
My man's a real star.
Nick's looking at me like, what the heck did you just do?
You just call me beautiful?
I just called him
beautiful. No, guys, I'm single. And he's
Hey,
got
we're
a
not spiritual
girlfriend.
beings. Well, I should say this. We're not human beings having a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience.
Say
And we're just
that.
beautiful
Yes,
spirits,
sir.
you feel me?
Yo,
Hey, by the way, check this out before we get off the call. We don't realize what we have, right? It's a 3 to a 5 year, it's a 10 year, 25 years, 25 years in Pokemon, right? I know I'm throwing Pokemon out there. We got a builder pack. Any of you that know Pokemon, you know what's inside here. This is insanity. Like, this could be worth, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably is. And these little things had no clue what these things were until they found out that it was worth money today. Did you think that Pokemon was gonna be worth value in the future? So just like what we're seeing right here, we don't know what we have. Sometimes we're like, dude, those guys became $1 billion company just like that quick. That's what's gonna happen here. We have $1 billion brand like that. We have $1 billion legacy brand that we're creating right here with Epic. I truly believe that wholeheartedly. I would not be here. I would not be here if I didn't believe in it. I promise you that.
Me too.
Same.
I agree with you.
I do too.
100%. Well, listen, guys, you've been on here for an hour and a half with us.
And engaging, tough, like the whole time. Love it.
So do this real quick. If you gain value, if this has helped you, just drop some hearts inside the chat, just so we know. All right. Tracy's been text messaging me like we should do this every week.
Absolutely. If you're going to leave this call tonight and hit up everybody in your phone and all of the people in your downline who have not upgraded, let me see those hearts in the chat. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, but Kyle, thank you so much, bro. It's great to be running with you. I'm gonna say this because
love you,
Kyle,
I love everybody here. I'm just like, this is the coolest thing ever. We're just like, it's the beginning of something. Just they don't. It's just so great, like Frosted Flakes. It's great, like Frosted Flakes. Let's go.
Well, listen, man. Every time you talk about your grandmother, your Minnesota accent comes out real hard. Minnesota. like, are you kidding me? Like, you talk so Cali, Miami until you start talking about Granny, and then all of a sudden,
I know.
Yeah, that Midwest come out heavy, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we need from you. Remember, reach out to everyone, bring in new blood, make sure that you put them through the system. And we're going to start organizing these, I think, on a more regular basis so you can hear from the leadership. We have some of the most phenomenal leadership in the entire industry. I firmly believe that. And I've been telling people this for at least the last 9 months. Put any team up against the team that we have, and I'll bet on us every single time. So what we could absolutely use is when you go back and you talk to your teammates about what happened tonight, tell them that they absolutely cannot miss the next one. Because here's what we know. The people that show up, the people that take notes, and then ultimately the people that hold the mic are the people that make the most money.
Yeah.
Right? So the people that show up and the people that take notes, and then the people that ultimately hold the mic are the people that make the most money. So make sure your people show up so that you can make money with them. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a great, great night on purpose, and hit that next rank before Sunday night. I've said this time and time again, but the most important thing that you could do for your team is hit the next rank. They need to see you progressing because they do what they see you do. They do not do what they hear you say. So hit the next rank. It is important. All right. We'll see you next week. Looking forward to celebrating all your success. To all the panelists, a massive, massive thank you from the bottom of my heart, not only for showing up, but also for running with me. And you guys have a great night. I'll see you on the flip.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's
All
go.
right. Good night.
Run it up.
Good night.